tomu říct, dámy a pánové, jste nejlepší na celém světě, chceme vás slyšet! Na ledě, šestinásobní mistři světa, olympijští vítězové, výběr na divalu.
Zaplaťte.
Já jsem 3.
A číslo 22, Joachim Kondelík. Trenér Českého národního týmu je pan Radim Ruík, jeho asistenti Marek Šilický a Tomáš Plekanec.
But it's okay, I just stay at home and play some video games.
Switzerland, goalkeepers. Number 40, Akila Schmidt. Number 63, Leonardo Ginoni. First line, number 43, Andrea Grosse. 59, Dario Silvio. Number 68, Fabrice Council. Fourth line, number 18, Sven Yu. Number 45, Michael Fuller. Number 2. And now, please welcome ours, Team Switzerland. Dámy a pánové, prosím, přivítejte v aréně též tým Česka!
Inside O2 Arena here in Prague, where Czechia has just hit the ice. The Swiss waiting at their blue line for this matchup between a pair of teams yet to lose so far. Czechia 2-0 with a regulation win and a shootout win. That was their first game against Finland. They beat Norway coming back from a 3-1 deficit. Swiss with 6 points. They beat Norway and Austria in regulation. Andre Sansons, Otto Dermis are Andre Schrader rather, the referees. Otto Dermis and Anders Nyquist are the linesmen. Patrick Fischer is the head coach of Switzerland. He talked about last night's win against Austria. He said, we found a way to win. 58-year-old Radim Rulik is in his first year as head coach of Czechia here at the World Hockey Championships. 39th meeting all-time between these two countries. Czechia has the edge at 25 wins, 11 losses, and the two teams have tied twice over the years. An injection of quality for Switzerland. Kevin Fiala will play in his first game of the tournament here tonight. Andre Kasha scored the shootout goal, the only goal in that game against Finland on Friday. And there is Fiala off another strong season with the Los Angeles Kings. He had 29 goals, 73 points. Might have a little bit of jet lag, we'll see. Such a good player, it might not bother him at all. So the second and final game here in Prague tonight. Back in the net for Switzerland is 36-year-old Leonardo Giannoni. He stopped 13 of 15 shots in the win against Norway on Friday. He's played for Zug for the last 6 years. Lucas Dustal of the Anaheim Ducks, 21 save shutout versus Finland in the opener. It was perfect in the shootout in that game as well. It's loud now. We expect it to remain that way throughout the course of this evening. A big one tonight here between Czechia and Switzerland.
You boys enjoy this one, okay? I got boys first, okay? Stick on the ice and go.
Sedlak against Hischier, who wins it, and we are underway. Hischier with the hat trick yesterday against Austria. Back for it is Sedlak, and might not have heard it, but we have a whistle 7 seconds in.
Did not hear a thing. Kevin Fiala was a little bit late arriving with good reason. New child arriving to his family, so congratulations on his new daughter. And like so many of the Swiss stars, when called upon, they come even when there were other things going on in their life.
Hischier back for it. Into the forecheck. Červenka had 2 goals in the Czech win the other night against Norway. That 6-3 victory. Outlet pass, and the Swiss trying to break it out. Hischier brings it to the blue line. Nico Hischier delays. He is bumped there by Krejcek. He's trying to force it out, but Hischier kept it in. Berchi had a strong game last night against Austria. He'll sweep that toward the goal, where it is covered by Dostal.
So Kevin Fiala stays back to be there for the birth of his new daughter. Amazing stuff. So he flies over. He's not with the team. He needs a ride from the airport. His grandmother, who's Czech, picks him up at the airport and brings him into the team hotel. How great is that? Family all around for Kevin Fiala as he's jumping right into the thick of it with the game tonight.
Right on the first line with Nico Hischier and Berchi. Christoph Berchi, there's a shot, and that goes off a body and out of play. A few whistles with just 42 seconds gone in this one.
So much energy in the building. So much energy on the ice. You can tell they're having a hard time settling into the game.
David Tomaszek wins the face-off for Czechia. 25 goals, the most in the Swedish Hockey League this past season. Dominik Kubalik forwards it into the zone. Tomaszek will find it along the backboards. Kukan trying to check him as Sentler with an eye on Andre Palat, 2-time Cup winner, of course, with Tampa. Sentler is bumped by Palat. Tomaszek for Kubalik. He had 11 goals with the Ottawa Senators this past season. Also has played with Chicago and Detroit as it's bumped into the Czechia zone. Before checking from Fabrice Herzog, trying to get away from a couple of Czech players with the puck. Ruta takes a bump, but he got it out of the zone. Ken Jäger, he scored a goal on the power play. Swiss had 5 power play goals out of their 6 in total against Austria last night. Dostal will play that effectively. Matej Stransky will bang that out, a former Saskatoon Blade and a pick of the Dallas Stars at one point. Stransky wears number 93 for Czechia. Lerful up a good-looking rush. That went to the far boards. Rozenalik threw it ahead. And speed off the rush that time, but the play is broken up. Now Nino Niederreiter. Lerful will take that away. 2 assists versus Austria last night for him, and it's dumped in by Andrighetto. Jakub Krejcik right up the middle of the ice. All 5 Swiss players are back. In it goes Andre Baranek. In the forecheck along with Lucas Sedlak. 192 NHL games in his career. The Swiss break it out quickly. There's Yossi, and it is offside.
Kurashev had himself a nice year in Chicago. Fortunate enough to ride shotgun with Connor Bedard for most of the season, which would help. And yes, we are in Czechia, and there is a decidedly large Czech contingent in the crowd, but make no mistake, there is a lot of red. Swiss fans travel so well for this tournament. It's got to be 70-30 in here.
Another quick whistle. You're allowed, as we've talked about throughout the tournament, to dress 20 skaters. The Swiss have done that. The Czechs have dressed everybody that they have 19 skaters. There's still a few spots open on the roster, maybe waiting for a high-profile player or two to be knocked out of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, one in Boston could be available in a couple days.
He would help.
Pavel Zacha as well there. Marty Natchez.
Blue to the point. That shot through by Yossi, who was 1 point off the tournament lead. Yossi with 5 points. To the front of the net it goes, and played back there by Fleck, Jakob Fleck. He's a 31-year-old, wears number 19, and played that just over the glass in behind the Swiss bench. A handful of whistles here in the first 3 minutes.
Both teams trying to find their footing, get a sense of what it feels like. For Roman Chervenka, this is old hat. He has been a staple for Czechia. Just 2 years ago, was voted tournament MVP with 17 points and 22 in his 11th World Championship.
4-time Olympian, 42 assists. That's the most from any Czechia player in World Hockey Championship history. He's 2 points behind Jaromir Jagr for the all-time lead for his country. And had a good game. 2 goals in the last one. That was Saturday. 6-3 victory over Norway. Now with speed, Fiala driving wide. He took the sharp angle shot and chipped it off the mark. Kukan played that toward the corner. Fiala stepped in front of Michael Kempney. Sedlak looking to get it out. Berchi was on him. Fiala waiting in the corner if they can get it to him, but it is steered to the boards. And now Kasha with room to take it out. Former Duck, Bruin, Leaf, and Hurricane Andre Kasha. Both teams changing. Dean Kukan played with the Blue Jackets. 153 NHL games. Sentler will backhand that in. He scored versus Norway. He's a 31-year-old. He wears number 11. All 3 forwards in deep for Switzerland. Now move to the half boards and knocked out by Tomaszek. Played in by Ruta. Jan Ruta with San Jose last season, 15 points. Yossi had it taken away by him. Trying to get it back from Ruta. Sentler reaches in. Czechia get a quick point shot, and that just missed. A drive by David Spacek, 21-year-old, played last year with the Iowa Wild in the American Hockey League. That's onto the stick of Simeon, and he's able to alleviate the pressure. And the fans appreciating that. Brief flurry by Czechia. Dumped in by Stransky. Giannoni made the pass. Barra got the start last night. He only played 2 periods. You heard Patrick Fisher say he had a little problem with a leg issue, so they brought in Akira Schmid for the 3rd. And Rigetto relays that into the zone.
I thought he was having a little problem stopping the puck.
That was
why Akira Schmid was in the 3rd.
It's also an issue for him. Point shot, and stopped and held.
Oh, it was not held. That was sitting on his left pad in the crease. The official lost sight of it. And with a loose puck sitting in the crease, of course, there will be lots of bodies. As puck is wristed in, and look at it come to sit right there underneath his pad. It squirts out for David Kemp. And Dostal thinks he has it. He does not. Here's that other shot by Spacek. Oh, that was close. Oh, Knuckler almost finding its way to the net.
Spacek is the son of former longtime NHL defenseman Jaroslav Spacek. Shots 2 apiece here in the early going. Tarkov, who had played in that first line last night, facing off against Kondelik. Not quite ready to go yet. Turkow drew it back. Point shot knocked down. Flora. There's a drive through a crowd, and Kurashev took it, but it skipped off a Czechia player and out of play.
And now that Switzerland has their full roster here, they're getting a better sense of the lines as Turkov no longer the first line. They got Fiala there. And Kurashev's been bumped down a little bit as well. The number 1 line is obviously whatever line Nico Hischier centers, as he's the unquestioned number 1 center.
So strong last night, and at both ends, as His head coach mentioned in the pregame, and there he is back in center. Hischier will bring it into the zone, the New Jersey Devil captain. Trying to sneak free of a check. Driving behind the goal. He's bumped. Check is right on him, but twisting and turning Hischier. Berchi threw it to the far corner. Fiala with a little head fake, and Radko Gudas is on him. Hischier steered it back to the point. Josi has to be careful. Tight ropes the blue line. Glauser sent it rink wide. Cut off by Sedlak. Here he comes. Sedlak's pass intercepted. Fiala back the other way for Switzerland. Right back into the Czechia zone. His feed. Hischier didn't play it cleanly originally and just moved it to the open wing. So now Gudas, 66 points with the games with the Ducks last year, 128 minutes in penalties. Kempny weaving through neutral ice. Didn't like what he saw. Kempny, former Blackhawk and Washington Capital, 247 NHL experience. Games for him. Kempny at the blue line, sent it off the backboards. Siegenthaler shoveled it ahead. Herzog couldn't do anything with it. That shot missed the net. Taken away by Kukan. Right side pass to Löffel. Dumps it into the zone. Switzerland changing. Herzog, the former Leafs pick, is bumped by a couple of players. Stays up though, and that pass all the way back to the line and gets out of the zone. Fairly evenly played 7 minutes so far. Snapped right ahead. Niederreiter off the rush. Nino Niederreiter one-handed it off the side of the goal. Ken Jagger and Niederreiter in there. Andrighetto as well. 3 Czech players are back. And here the referee closest giving instruction. That pass. Löffel fires it over. Quick shot by Marty, and that missed the net. Clearing attempt by Bozenalik, and he gets it out, but now right back to Jagger. Cleared quickly by Czechia. Jagger again at center ice. Odds are 3-2. Switzerland with the edge as Ruta will blast that around.
Oh, dangerous. One thing we've learned, prominent stanchions in this building, they do take funny bounces up on the glass all the time.
How about this crowd?
It's beautiful.
Certainly is. Here comes Kurashev. Eases that into the zone. Spacek is back. Had a pretty good chance earlier. Krejcik moved it to the line. Josi batted it ahead. Reaching in was Turkov, but unable to get it, but he'll put a little pressure on the forecheck. Turkov, former Kelowna Rocket, played 3 games with Columbus a number of years ago in 2019-2020. At center, Jakob Fleck trying to get free. Following up on it, Fleck working against Fora. Kept in at the line. Baranek, that shot did not get through. It was blocked. Fora stepped in front of it. He'll make a pass to the corner. Both teams changing now. '28-year-old Michael Fora starts ahead for Switzerland. Scoreless first period. So far, Kukan with it now. Related to center. Touched in by Fiala, so no icing. Now through center, the pass just onside as it slid past Sedlak and into the zone. Chervenka took a bump, staying with it. They are jumping and they're singing right now here at O2 Arena. Sedlak directed that one wide. So the song, if you're not jumping, you're not checked. Jump, jump, jump. That's what you're hearing. Grabbed onto by Kempny, and he'll slow things down. And the pace is slowed a little bit too. Hayek, the former Ranger, got it to the line. They just kept it onside. Palat looking for it. Andre Palat toward the corner. Sentelak checking him. Sven Sentler, glove down, and turning is Herzog. He's got a man to his right, but he didn't see him. Simeon was at the line. Josi turning. He'll nudge that into the corner. Herzog braces for the bump from Gudas. You know that's coming. He's on Sentler now. A couple of fresh skaters on. Andrighetto at least just off the bench. He'll shovel it back to the blue line. Yossi trying to turn away from the check of Tomaszek, and he does. Glauser kind of got caught in no man's land there for a half second, put it behind the net. And time for Tomaszek to play that out of the zone. Löffel to Andrighetto. He'll steer that in. Romain Löffel put it in behind the net, right onto the stick of Krejcik. He'll take his time with it. Jakub Krejcik, 32 years old, 1 assist so far in this tournament. He'll carry it away. The David Kapp played this past season with the Maple Leafs. He had 19 points in 78 games. Turning in the corner, Vozenelik. Turkov is there, and it taken away. Pretty good work by Matej Stransky. Set the boards now. Spacek batted that ahead. Turkov trying to find it. Kapp jumps on it. Löffel took a bump. He's been out for a while. Marty with a pass to the side. And finally, Switzerland able to break that pressure as Niederreiter carried it away. Things have tightened up a little bit here, Mike.
Not surprising, a lot of this, if you don't have pressure, whole team's backing in the neutral zone trying to trap it up.
Kondalik off the rush. Garanik put it behind the net. Ruta catches onto it at the corner. Kempny slugs it toward the goal. Bodies in front for Giannoni to try to navigate. Berchi sent it ahead. Hischier skating well. Turning is Kevin Fiala. Berchi wants it. Fiala has to deal with a couple of Czech players now. Hischier looks to center it. Berchi finds it back to the blue line. Roman Yossi for Glauser. Steps up, shot. That is blocked. He got it right back. Fleck with the block shot. Point pass. Berchi sent it to the slot. Fiala with a shot. That was blocked partially, and it is cleared and just over the line. Right back in Glauser. Drops it off. Roman Yossi cuts. Shoots it, and that's off a stick. And out of play. Shots 3-3 here. 7:24 to go in period 1. No score yet in Prague.
Dámy a pánové, přesto má další důvod obrovské radosti, protože po včerejší bitvě o bronz, která skončila 3-2 ve prospěch našeho výběru, se dovolí naši pana hokejisté na mistrovství světa. Gratulujeme, chlapci!
Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson back with you inside O2 Arena. Mike, I'm not sure if you've played in an atmosphere like this, but if you're on either team, does it affect you, at least to start the game?
I think you feel the tension of the moment. You sort of feel the crowd more than hear them when you're playing. Somehow when you get below the glass, it doesn't reverberate. You don't hear it, you hear the voices, you hear what's going on. But this, you can't ignore. It just adds the appreciation of the magnitude of the game, more so than nerves or energy or whatever it might be. And while this is a pro-Czechia crowd, it's not like the guys on Switzerland aren't enjoying it. I mean, you can't play in a game like this, in this atmosphere, and not draw energy from it. It's incredible to be in here.
Really is. Sedlak and Hischier on the face-off. Berchi tried to dig that free. Hischier sent it back. It got through for Kukan, looking for a lane. Shoots, tipped beside the net by Hischier. He's off to a sharp start, and Dostal is able to freeze it.
That's a really good look by Kukan. Czechia's done a great job looking at block shots. I mean, 2 of them, so you got to find angles. That actually probably should have gone in if Hischier gets it up in the air. So you look to find sides of the net. Shot passes for tips, exactly what Kukan did, put it right on Hischier's stick. Just didn't quite elevate it. Now, scrum, Cervenka picked up a penalty for roughing, taking just one. So, see, he's trying to seal off Berchi and got his stick maybe a little high. So that puts the very potent Swiss power play to work. They are 6 for 9 in the tournament. 5 goals last game against Austria in a 6-5 win. Oh, and they added Kevin Fiala to the mix.
Czechs killed all 4 power plays against in this tournament so far. Niederreiter trying to dig that loose, but spinning out of the crowd is Krejcik, and it is shut down by Palat. Yossi, Fiala, Niederreiter, Kurashev, and Nico Hischier on the power play for Switzerland. Carried into the zone by Fiala. He'll steer it back, and Yossi returned it to him in the corner. Yossi shoots. Dostal made the save, and it's collected again by Fiala. They will reset. Hischier parked at the side of the goal, takes that pass. Fiala starts toward the net, shoots, scores! Kevin Fiala walked to the goal, he roofed it. Another power play goal for Switzerland, and they have the lead.
He's got the new dad magic. And the patience here, because he's looking to pass. You say, all right, Radko Gudas, want to stand at the hash marks? I guess I'll take it. And we have seen the development of this angle of attack all year in the NHL. Dostal goes down, but look at that hole up above his shoulder, and that is a big hole for a player with the skill of Kevin Fiala. And he drops that one right under the bar. And now 7 for 10 to start the tournament on the power play. Switzerland opens the scoring.
Interesting, too. You could sort of see Fiala thinking, okay, I'll keep moving, and if they give me this lane to the net, I'll use it.
I guess if I have to shoot, I will.
And it was a perfect shot. Now racing back is Kubalik. 1-0 Switzerland. Sentler behind the goal. Palat finds it, though. He whipped it back. Kempny backing up. Wrist shot off the foot of the forward Simeon. And the Swiss are able to clear it. That goal, Fiala at 13:36. Hischier and Yossi. So Roman Yossi tied for the tournament lead now with 6 points. Kempny starts ahead. Chervenka, who was in the box for that goal, had nowhere to go.
He was probably not enjoying that call. It was not a violent stick lift.
Kasha, his feet just under the stick of the 30-year-old Chervenka. Niederreiter, pretty good pass off the boards. Glauser misskated. He bangs his stick off the glass. Kevin Fiala has a power play goal, and Switzerland has the lead.
Choose your post as you like, and let's begin with the beauty of hockey.
Back inside O2 Arena. Fiala has the opener in this game between Switzerland and Czechia. You see Ambrul and Rosenelli going at it a little bit. Ambrul with 3 assists last night against Austria and 4 in total. He's 40 years old.
Amazing. Just reinforces the idea he's not here in a ceremonial gesture. He's here on merit. Still a productive player. All-time leading games player at the World Championships, any country.
Really got his nose dirty yesterday in that win against Austria too. Went to the tough areas. Rozenelik fanned on it. Kurashev swept it. Andreas Ambul looking for that puck. He goes down. Rozenelik dumps that in. Czechia with a partial change. Marty with the puck, and he'll veer back. Played 1 year in the Quebec League with Blainville-Boisbriand, and now Löffel will go behind the goal.
All right, so Switzerland's facing the Czech neutral zone, which is a right wing push, so Fleck will likely dive down off the boards. Here he comes. Try to force it up left or on net, no ice.
Heischer, centering pass. Berchi was there, but it was knocked out of his path.
Interesting option to shoot it all the way down on net if you don't like a pass. There's another one.
That time the Czechs trying to break back the other way. Fleck put it on goal. And Ginoni was alert. He got the trapper on it. Switzerland continuing to lead here by 1 in Prague. Nothing Switzerland, 4:12 to go in the first period. Dan Robertson with Mike Johnson here. Day 4 of the World Hockey Championship in Prague. David Tomaszek gets to face off against Sven Sentler for Switzerland, and he wins it cleanly. Kempny made a pass. It's just packed in a little bit deeper there by Kubalik. Glauser. Yossi had an assist on the Fiala goal. Ruta for Czechia moved it ahead and ultimately out of the zone. Yossi, who was just all over the ice yesterday against Austria, he moved it ahead. Ruta bats it forward. Kubalik. Not a lot of room over there. Sprinting after it is Herzog into the forecheck. Ruta and Kempny are there. This is Tomaszek. Played with Farjestad in Sweden last year. He's 24 years old. Andrighetto in the forecheck. Finds it. Good pass. Dean Kukan sets it up. There's a drive, and Siegenthaler missed the net. Fierce forechecking from Switzerland as they created a chance. Niederreiter behind the goal. Steps to the circle. Nino Niederreiter back near the line. Kukan crosses. Niederreiter maintains possession. Siegenthaler, the defenseman, centered it. Knocked down. Jäger shoots. That one off a Czech defender and bounced all the way back to the line in the end. It's kept in. Pretty good looking shift here from Switzerland. Point pass Siegenthaler. That hit Jäger. Knocked away from him. And Czechia will get the clear, but it will be icing.
Good shift. Those kind of shifts are hard to create against Czechia because they're so strong defensively. You know, one more look at this goal. And Radko Gudas is drawn so high to a potential slot pass to Niederreiter. He gives free passage to Fiala to the net. And Fiala takes it. Now that would feel good. Just arrived. Everything going on in his life. New baby girl back home. So we'll try to grab that puck and maybe give that one over to her.
Maybe bronze it. It was a nice finish. He had 5 straight seasons with 20 goals.
I mean, I think he'd rather gold it than bronze it in this tournament.
Well said. Switzerland is...
And the thing about Switzerland, they've been close but haven't got that gold they've been searching for.
3 silvers over the years and 8 bronze medals for Switzerland. Now carried ahead by Sedlak. Yossi runs into him. It goes deep. Glauser trying to stay on his feet. Down he goes. Cervenka is there. So is Sedlak. Cervenka, but Yossi got to it before him. He'll push it ahead to the line. Gudas with the pass. Cervenka protected it, turned it behind the goal. Yossi flipped it. Berchi, Switzerland trying to get it out now. That went off the stick of Hischier, and Czechia needing a change, so they'll give the Swiss an opportunity to get it out. The captain, Yossi. To Lerfo, his pass, a pretty good one. Kurashev, bouncing puck, knocked away by Kondratek. He'll play it back to the corner. Hayek, 26-year-old, he has a goal in this tournament. Stransky got it in deep. Kurashev back there for the Swiss. David Kapp kind of fanned on it. Lerfo moved it ahead. Ambul is knocked down.
Big hit by Hayek. And he'll hide himself in an awkward spot.
Under a minute to go in this first period. Both teams just completing changes. Hayek starts away with it. Onto the tape of Pondalik. He'll get it in. Baranek stepped in front of Kukan. Now Niederreiter for Switzerland. Kempny raced to the hash marks to keep it going. Kukan gets some help from Siegenthaler. He'll whip it around. Sven Andrighetto played it ahead weakly, could not clear it. He gets back up from a knee and snaps it over. Now Kukan with room. He'll move it ahead. Niederreiter had his stick lifted there by Kempny. Spacek for Czechia. And he's in no hurry with 15 left in this first period of play.
So it's a little more standard 1-2-2 angle and try to force at the red line for a dump in. Back off that time.
Palat finds the puck. Time winding down in this period. Opportunity there for Krejcik, and that will do it for the opening 20. The only goal by Fiala from Hischier and Yossi at 13:36 in the power play.
Heavy sledding at 5-on-5, but it was the power play. It was the one penalty that the captain Cervenka took that opened things up for Switzerland. That's all the break they needed for all the skill that they could put out there with the man advantage.
Switzerland leading Czechia 1-0 after 20 minutes of play here in Prague.
Czechia won after the penalty shootout 2-1, so it is still possible. But we're watching great hockey. Let's enjoy the intermission and be back on time now.
got white first, okay? Sticks on the ice, let's go. Good battle, boys. Heads off, puck, 55, move it out, sticks low, it's loose, Nino.
Neskutečné. A bylo utkání Francie Kazachstán. A bylo tam 7,5 tisíce fanoušků. Ne diváků, ale fanoušků. Dneska opět neskutečného a my vám za to všem děkujeme.
Well, this is a huge thanks to all of you who are part of the success. We mentioned it 9 years ago. We set the record in attendance. It was kind of crazy. More than 740,000 people in the audience in Prague and Estrada. And now, after 4 days, we will be over 250,000. So the record is close, but still far away, because it's weekday and we will simply see. Ale pojďme k tomu dnešnímu utkání. Vidíme nesmírně vyrovnaný místa. 5 střel na každou branku a hlavně se hrálo, já jsem to počítal nesmírně dlouho, asi 9 minut bez přerušení. Obrovská dynamika a obrovské souboje na obou stranách.
Nebo chvíli to vypadalo, že tady budeme v průběhu toho zápasu úplně zbytečně, protože veškerý ten program je závislý na tom, jestli se přeruší hra nebo ne. A za 31 minut jsme stihli tu druhý 30.
Obrovská intenzita a skutečně ten příjezd Gabriela Fialy, který přijel na poslední chvíli, tak přinese zatím štěstí Švýcarům. Ale zdůrazňuji a zvýrazňuji to slovo zatím. Už za méně než 6 minut nás čeká druhá třetina utkání Švýcarsko-Česko. Je na čase dát slovo našim českým sportovním legendám, o kterých jsme se zeptali, kdo je jejich nejoblíbenější český hokejista.
Opravdu oblíbeným hráčem je Kmal Voráček, protože měl vždycky takový svůj styl.
V poslední době je to asi Pasta, který je opravdu zkušený.
Pokud mám opravdu jmenovat, zůstanu v Čechách, tak kromě Jardy Jágra, Martinové Starka a Ručínský.
jeden z nich Robert Reichel a je to takový moje hokejový dvojče a ten druhý hráč je Vincent Danford. Co se týče jakoby hokeje, tak jsme si skutečně rozuměli.
Well, now let's check out the score in Australia because there is a Group B game being played at the 2024 IIHF World Championship, and Sweden is considered to be at least the finalists for this tournament, and we are rooting against the silver medalists from past World Championship. They are in the lead 3-0 against Germany, so we will see if they will increase their score or Germany will make their own comeback. And now back to our game, Switzerland against Czechia. And here are the highlights of the first period.
Tak přerůzil do brány, já bych mu to dával hned. Já to viděl. A pak já jsem musel jako rychle, protože už tam zase dával hokejku. Tak jsem musel rychle utič. Pojď, Božu. Beri.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back on ice to Switzerland. Dámy a pánové, jsou zpět, přivítejte tým Česka!
Zaplalte pod kotlem, ať se dostaneme do varu. Zaplalte pod kotlem, ať se dostaneme do varu.
Back inside O2 Arena here in Prague as the two goaltenders, Leonardo Giannoni and Lukas Dostal, get set for the second period of play. What did you think of the first, Mike? Did it go the way you thought it might?
Yeah, you knew it was going to be tight checking, conservative. There weren't a lot of turnovers, very few odd man rushes. both teams playing patient, waiting for a break or waiting for a moment of individual brilliance. And the break came with a power play call to Cervenka on a call that doesn't always get made. And Switzerland made him pay, taking the 1-0 lead.
Okay, sticks down, and I drop it.
And drop it he does. Away we go in period number 2. The shots were 5 apiece in that first period. Chopped ahead and may have hit someone at the Czechia bench 7 seconds in.
But the thing about the way that first period went is that I don't think either team will deviate much from that script. That's how they play. They don't commit extra guys forward unless they have a touch of the puck. If they don't, they retreat, reload, and try to trap it in neutral zone.
Roman Josi flipped it ahead. He had an assist in the first. And Dostal takes no chances with Fiala. A bit of a snow shower, and he takes a push from Sedlak.
It's amazing how, like, I guess it's more the disrespect to the goalie, but it's amazing how the stopping in front of the net is just an absolute insult to anyone playing goal. And you see the conversation with Andre Schrader, the official from Germany. He didn't even get him in the eyes. That was a sales job by Dostal.
And you have to stop or you'll run right into him.
Or he'll play the puck. And if, you know, you want him to take the whistle, so you want him to make him hold it.
2 early whistles in the second period. We had a lot in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first period as Hischier looking to draw that one back. Kasha will skate into it. Behind the net it goes. Cervenka chipped it off the boards and out. Kevin Fiala. Berchi, watch out, he dropped it off. Here comes Josi, cross-ice pass, and Hischier just didn't get it in time. Josi backpedaling right back on it, put it through to the goal, and Dostal freezes as Kudish gave Hischier a pretty good shove.
What a great neutral zone reset. Fiala to Berchi, hands with one hand and drops it to Josi all in one clean motion. Just beautiful stuff. And seeing Josi tries to float one, and it gets defended by Cervenka with an active stick. Good back check. And that was really well done on the regroup by Switzerland.
Sentler versus Tomaszek, who pulled it back for Czechia. Kukan at the blue line for Switzerland. Roots ahead, Herzog tied up. Ruda lost his stick. Herzog hung onto the puck. Back near the line, he's being badgered. Worked it deep. And
so they call the crease rule because Sentler had his feet in. There's the president of Czechia. And there's the honorary president of Czechia.
There's the king of Czechia.
There it is, the king of Czechia.
Jaromir Jagr.
Who gets a bigger ovation than the actual president.
Peter Pavel spoke to the Czech team prior to the game for a little inspiration.
Imagine that. Like, you're already jacked up for a game. The president walks in. No pressure, boys. Just go out and play and have fun. As if.
Jagr at 52 this year, 37th professional season played for Kladno, 4 points in 15 games. The legend. Switzerland on the forecheck, looking to add to their 1-0 lead. Pretty hard fought for puck down there. Andrighetto tries to slip free. Did some good work. Jagr couldn't hang on to it. Camp for Czechia. They're getting a change in now. He's followed behind the net. Stransky. Rosenalik. They're going to work it back toward the corner. That's broken up, and Jagr finding Niederreiter. He'll bring it into the Czechia zone and zip that around. Andrighetto waits for it. Sven Andrighetto tied up in the play, reaching it against Baranek, who made a pretty good pass ahead. Stransky. And that shot goes off Josi and out.
Josi is a marked man. Kudracek gave him a little pop in the back after he had blocked his shot. And why wouldn't you? Last night he was upwards of 30 minutes in the first period. Josi was 8:37. We'll see Roger Bader, the head coach of Austria, whose son Thierry was with the Swiss team didn't end up making the roster, but was with them for the pre-tournament competition. So I guess Austria's playing anyone but Switzerland. He's happy to see Swiss do well. Saying Roman Josi almost 9 minutes in the first. So you should try to hit him every time you can.
And you could see a bit of that from Czechia in the first, leaning on him whenever they got the opportunity.
And he did a pretty good job, all things considered, even though he picked up an assist on the power play goal.
Josi on it now. Turkow stepped in front of his man. Josi gets the pass, flipped it ahead. He had Kurashev up there. Dostal played it off the backboards, but Kurashev finds the loose puck. He found Josi, but an awkward puck to handle, and it's taken away by Fleck. Ginoni packed it away right to the captain, Josi. He'll fling it ahead. Ambul looking for it. Andreas Ambul now. Fleck turning for Czechia. 2.5 into this second period. Plays it in behind the goal. Both teams coming in at 2-0. One of the wins by Czechia in a shootout, so you only get 2 points for that. Regulation wins are worth 3. Long pass ahead. Chervenka, the captain, took it. Set it up. There's a shot. Kasha stepped into it. Just missed the net. Fans wanting a call that time as Sedlak was knocked down. Siegenthaler. Hischer. Offside as Berchi was just ahead of the play.
And a rare counter for Czechia, almost catching Switzerland in a change. Quick up, and Chervenka drops it right into the lap of Kasha. Bit of a rolling puck, but good decision to tee it up right away. If you don't know where it's going, the goalie can't know where it's going. Unfortunately for Kasha, went wide. He fought some serious concussion issues when he was in the NHL. It's just great to see him healthy enough to be playing in Europe, back with the national team. When healthy, he was a pretty good player.
Played with Litvinov this past season. Sentler kept it in and pushed it toward the corner. For checking is Simeon. That pass just out of the reach of Tomaszek. Chervenka had it knocked away. Pardon me, that was Palat for Czechia.
Good hands behind the net by Ginoni to flag that puck.
Difficult play, but he made it. Sentler up the boards, bump, but he continues on. He knew he'd take a bump from Ruta, but he got it deep. Hayek. That's off Palat, and that's going to be icing against Czechia.
Where Switzerland deserves credit in this game is that, let me see, players watching the game, but Switzerland is winning more than their fair share of board battles. And we talked about before the game, this game Czechia would want it on the boards, but Switzerland's hanging in there and then some in that area of the ice, which allows them to have the puck a little bit more.
Hayek moved it ahead. Kubalik got it to the line. That pass cut off by Lurfel. Palat moved it back. Shot right on. Ginoni does not allow a rebound. And Tomaszek packing away right at the lip of the crease.
Important for Ginoni to not drop that puck, as he had a forward right on him. Tomaszek waiting for anything. Give me something. Ginoni swallowed it up. A rare moment where Switzerland had nobody down in front of the net with a Czech player.
2 shots apiece in the first 3:54 of period 2. Turkow beaten cleanly by Kemp. That shot blocked. David Kemp gets to it for Czechia. Followed up on though by Turkov, who gave it away. Krachet the shot, or the pass, and the shot from the line by Krejcik was blocked. As the band continues to play here at O2 Arena. Lurfel got it as far as the Czechia line, and Kurashev was overtaken. Swinging back for it. Krejcik, away they come through center. Kemp brings it in. He'll drop it. That shot sizzled wide by Stransky. Took a good bounce for Switzerland all the way out of the zone. Latko Guras, partner pass to Kempny, who gets on the move. Stransky. Passed it behind the net. Baranek bumped right away by Siegenthaler, knocked down by Nico Hischier tried to get it to Kukan, hit the referee, and that goes to the far corner. Now Kukan with another chance to get it out. This time off Gudas, delayed offside. Kukan rink wide for Siegenthaler. Puck on its edge, he got it deep, took a light bump, he'll head off on the change. Kevin Fiala with the only goal in this game on the power play at 13:36 of the first period. Switzerland now 7 for 10 in the tournament with the man advantage. Yossi, Hischier trying to back into the zone. Fiala looking to cut. Yossi following up on the play, got it to Hischier. He got it to Berchi, shoots, blocked, lost his stick. Baranek finds the puck and lifted that to center. Roman Yossi taking his time. Switzerland changing. Baranek gave him a bump. Gudas looking for Kasha. That's off a Switzerland player, so no icing.
Touch there by Glauser. Good decision.
Berchi, harmless shot into the glove of Lukas Dostal.
Neither team has too much going in the second period so far. Radomilik, who does like to give that gum a workout. He must come equipped with a full pack for every period. Rarely smiles. All business back there.
Off the draw, Andrighetto finding it for Switzerland. He'll turn in the corner. Andrighetto shot. That goes off a body. Hayek picks it up for Czechia. Threw it to center. Löffel is able to grab it and send it right back in. Dostal, the backup tonight is Peter Mrazek. Karel Vejmelka is the third goaltender for Czechia. Just the one goal so far this game. Fiala scoring for Switzerland in period one.
Vy budete hlasovat prostřednictvím oficiální aplikace, stačí si stáhnout právě aplikaci, kterou vám přináší Škoda prostřednictvím rekordu, který vidíme na velké obrazovce. Now it's time to decide who will be the fan of the game. You will vote for the fan of the game. Just scan the QR code and get ready for the fan back. With this QR code, you'll get the official IIHF app powered by Shootout, and you can simply vote right now.
Second and final game here in Prague tonight. The first game, Finland beat Norway by a score of 4-1. Interesting in Ostrava today, Slovakia got ahead of USA. The US was able to tie it, but Slovaks win it 4-3 in overtime. Sweden leading Germany 4-0 right now in Ostrava. Big win for Slovakia against the Americans. Batted ahead by Ruta, picked up by Herzog. Stepped away from Ruta. Takes it off the boards. And finally had it stolen, but a good bit of work nonetheless. Kubalik sent it. That shot stopped by Janoni. There's Tomaszek with a drive. Herzog, 2-on-2 developing. It's left there for Roman Yossi. Czechia players getting back quickly. Yossi turning and twisting again. He'll leave it for Ambul. It goes to Herzog. Sentler is on it for Switzerland. Palat to Ruta. Wanted to get the center red. He slides that into the zone. Fora, we haven't seen much of he or Jung in that fourth defensive pairing, if you will. Turkov overskated it. Stransky batted it ahead, trying to step away and around the defender. Back to the line. Radko Gudas shoots, and that hit a body in front. Gudas again steered it wide this time. Kempny threw it behind the goal, intended there for Vuzinalik, and the Swiss are able to clear. Gudas with a couple of good looks a moment ago on the puck. Now he'll leave it. Kempny. Both teams making changes right now. Marty. Baranek coming, gives him a pretty good bump, and he stays up. Baranek was flying in there in the forecheck. Taken away by Fiala. But there is a penalty on the play, and Czechia will have its first power play of the night.
It's amazing though, like Baranek got a pretty good whack on Marty, mostly from behind. No call, and Kevin Fiala shortly thereafter. That's a good trip call. Drags his foot on purpose, takes Baranek's feet out. And it may look incidental, but we know what we're doing when we leave our feet dragging around. Tomaszek trying Janoni from the angle. So this is the first power play opportunity for Czechia in the game. They've yet to score a power play goal in the tournament, 0 for 6. They like to try to run it through Chervenka. He tees up one-timers when he can.
And he's got it now. Switzerland 3 for 6 on the kill in this tournament. Chervenka back to the blue line. Spacek returned it. Chervenka to David Spacek. Chervenka teed it up. He got it back from Kasha. Kasha in the slot. Stransky bounced away from Chervenka. Sentler tried to clear, could not get there in time. Stransky moved into the corner. Chervenka on the other side this time. Back to the line again. Spacek. Sedlak now for Czechia. He'll leave it. Czechia with the power play attempt. Chervenka. Pasha. Good play by Sentler to knock it away. They'll reset. Pasha gives it to Chervenka. Back to Spacek. Chervenka wrist shot. Fought off there by Janoni. Czechia getting the puck right back. Half the penalty to Fiala is over with. That wild shot by Spacek missed. Stransky put it behind the goal. Sedlak. Chervenka fires it, and that is blocked by Yossi. Kept in as it bounced back to Spacek. Good possession here in the Czech power play. Shot stopped by Janoni. Loose. He's trying to find it. No whistle yet, and now it blows.
Yossi would look like he was close to putting his hand on top of it. Although he's got the awareness not to touch it. Really good power play. A lot of different looks. Stransky eventually wrists it in. Look where it ends up sitting, right on the lip of the crease. You got Sedlak sitting on Yossi's back. Not a lot of fun to kill penalties. Oh, thank goodness that hit the shin pad, not the top of the glove for Roman Yossi. That's the pass they wanted. They worked so hard to set it up, and you're right, Sentler, a really good stick to get back and take Kasha's pass away at the last second. That was a nice little game of cat and mouse between Chervenka and the offense and the penalty killers. Switzerland well pre-scouted, knew exactly what Czechia was trying to do.
And a false start on the face-off.
Definitely want to dig in here. 36 seconds, 38 seconds. Now they reset the clock. Plenty of time if you win it. If you lose it, power play is basically over.
And they win at that shot. Kubelik's stick busted upon impact. Palat trying to free that puck from a crowd. And he does somehow. Works it back to the blue line. Krejcek. Backdoor pass. He looked for Palat. That went off a stick of Berchi, and Switzerland is able to clear.
Stick discipline for Switzerland on the power play has been impressive in his first penalty kill.
Weaving into the zone, Daniel Bozenoli played for Trinitz this past year. Maybe a chance now for Hischier. A 1-on-2. Nico Hischier driving. Hischier cuts behind the net. Carries it around. Shoots, and he lofted that one wide. Czechia 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Reached by Niederreiter. He'll spin that back to the blue line. An opening for Marty. Sets it up for Nico Hischier. Put it just wide. Niederreiter parked at the side of the net that time. Fiala is there. It bounced away from him. Skips back in. Touched by Hischier. It's onside. Fiala had to play it in his skates. And Baranek chips it off the boards. That's going to be icing against Czechia.
A little confusion. Czechia thinks that should be offside. I think the official is saying that perhaps Czechia brought it back in, and so that negates the offside. So a tired group of former power play participants now are out there at 5-on-5 shift for Czechia.
Ken Jäger taking the face-off against Tomasic for Czechia, who wins it. Krejcik on the boards. Kondracek was there for Czechia, but the Swiss come away with it. Andrighetto got cut off in the end, and it is lifted out by Palat. Czechia will try to change. Of course, the long change here at period 2. Michael Fora for Switzerland. They lead it 1-0. Spinning is Jäger. He'll take that down the boards. Point pass, and that got away from Fora. He'll have to get back to center. Shots 10-7 in favor of Czechia, so out shooting the Swiss 5-2 in this second period. Niederreiter will carry it into the zone. Just onside. Kempny bumped by Jäger, but he made the pass first. Fleck unable to get it out. Ruta will follow. Shot it past the ear of Chervenka. Leonardo Giannoni played it to the boards. A spinning pass by Fleck. Chervenka facing the goal now. Sedlak took his pass. Sedlak driving to the front of the net. A power move. He's on his wallet, and on the puck is Giannoni. Czech had a power play a few moments ago. Couldn't score. They still trail by 1.
Přátelé, tohleto je oficiální tričko tohoto světového šampionátu a já nevím, jestli to někdo kdo by ho chtěl. Nedám ho. Nechceš ho, OK. Je tady naše hajtku a tam mezi vás bude střílet tyhle ty parádní trička. Tak pojďte na to. If there is anyone who wants this official merchandise, let's see our showtime. Make some noise!
Well, a tightly played game here in Prague. You wonder if special teams will be the difference in the end. The Swiss goal coming on the power play. Czechia with a chance with the man advantage. Looked strong, but weren't able to convert.
It's not like the Swiss have had a good penalty kill to start the tournament. They're only 50%. Have given up 3 while being short 6 times. So they're the all-offense group, whether they got the man advantage or whether they're short.
Sedlak off the draw is knocked down. Turkov pushed back though by Chervenka. Gudas. Chervenka just skipped away from him as Hayek sent it in his direction. Knocked out safely there by Andreas Ambul. 23 years playing for Davos for Ambul. Khrushchev just missed that one. Siegenthaler is on it. Shots are 6-2 in this period in favor of Czechia. Kukan ahead for Ambul. He tried to angle that into the zone, couldn't do it. Tomasic put it off the end board. Siegenthaler took the bump. Tomasic went down. It's relayed back into the Czech zone, and Kubalik is on it. To Michael Kempny, fires it around. Giannoni may have grazed that with his stick and whacked out the safety that time by Calvin Kirkhout. Kukan. Now Kempny. David Spacek. Tomasic passed it to the corner. Hischier is there. Hischier 3 goals and an assist. And the game winner yesterday against Austria. Batted ahead by Fiala. Yossi was up there. Fiala with a chance. He's got Hischier with him. Kevin Fiala drops the shoulder, shoots, and he is denied by Dostal. Berchi. Hischier wanted it behind the net. He got it. Kempny trying to tie him up. Knocked down. He fell at least. Kempny was there. Pardon me, Camp for Czechia. And it's dumped into the Swiss zone. Stransky has to deal with a pair of Swiss defenders. Back to the blue line it goes. Krejcik off the stick of Berchi, who knocked that away. Down he goes.
They're going to call that one.
The referee in the Czech zone is going to pull that one down.
Stransky doesn't like it. They rarely do. But the potent power play will go to work for the second time. Stransky's going to get a trip. Nah, it's not a lot there. They didn't really get him on the feet, got him in the hips. But when you move your feet, Berchi skates out of it, you give yourself a chance. Here's that early look on Fiala. I think Fiala thought he had more time. He spent a lot of time settling the puck, and it turned into a bit of a 2-on-2. That's where he scored his goal. Looks out of the bar, but Dostal was ready for that. Second group out here.
Kirchhoff wins it back to Lurfel. Jäger. Back for Roman Lurfel.
You know Lurfel's a shooter. If they get it coming over him, he loves the one-timer.
Kukan. Andrighetto easing toward the net. Andrighetto trying to jam it, almost like the Fiala goal from the other side.
When they give it to him, they should take it.
Kukan at the blue line. Lurfel with a hot shot. Stopped by Dostal, went right to Andrighetto. They'll reset. Kukan wanted to get it to Lurfel, got to Andrighetto, and the shot by Jäger went off the stick and out of play.
You're exactly right. As Czechia clearly has a defenseman drifting to the middle. Here's Lurfel. We talked about him wanting to shoot. That's a nice shot. Tough rebound for Dostal to contain. A little bit higher might have given him trouble, but he fights it off with his elbow. No mystery to Lurfel. He's got a stick in the air. He's pointing traffic. Wants it at the top. Wants it over for one-timers when he's out there.
First unit on for Switzerland. Hischier won the draw. Niederreiter knocked down in front of the net. Kurashev circling with it. Back to Yossi at the blue line. Yossi, Kurashev fires! And may have gone on the base of the goal.
What did that? He wanted, his helmet got shaken loose. Dostal called for the whistle. Something happened there unusually. And Dostal wanted the whistle. Why is he? Oh, he's asking. That's tough. So what happened there? Dostal is asking for a high stick, like a tip that was done with a high stick. It was nowhere near too high, and the ref bit on the request and blew the play down.
Well, why not ask again if he gets a chance?
I think the ref thought that he'd been hit in the head.
Right.
So he was erring on the side of safety, but that's a fortunate break for Czechia to win the faceoff and get a clear when they've been in their own end.
So Gudas fires that one down. A little more than half the penalty has gone by. Stransky in the box. Switzerland looking to add to their 1-0 lead. Fiala has the goal in this game. Goes down. Hischier comes back, though. He gets back to Yossi. Fanned on it. He'll get back. David Kampf coming up shorthanded. Kampf killing some time. Knocked down. Away comes Switzerland with Nino Niederreiter. Gets toward the zone. Not a great pass there for Hischier, and it's easily cleared.
Smart change by Fleck. He came out of the forward gate. Got about 50 feet in the change.
Now Baranek will force Giannoni to play it around. Fiala in one motion, and Niederreiter with 15 left in the penalty. Yossi worked it over. He got it through to Kurashev. Back to Fiala. To Kurashev. Filip Kurashev. Fiala. Under 5 seconds left in the penalty. Yossi with a shot, and Dostal with a glove save. Some pushing in the slot. Niederreiter is there for Switzerland. The crowd gathers. It's Ruta for Czechia. Now Baranek and Kurashev.
Look at his jersey off. Look at it go in the slot now. Ruta and Niederreiter, who've been going at each other all game long. And we rarely see, there's a lot of pushing and shoving, but not to this extent. Gloves are all on, so I don't think anyone's going to be charged with fighting. Ruta's got one glove off. Nothing going on here, but Niederreiter's upset because he was taking a bit of a pounding in front of the net previous to that. And the non-stop whistleblowing is not doing anything. It's not.
I counted 16.
You're not stopping anyone, and everyone's just taking little punches with the gloves on. Annoying, they don't really hurt. Grabbing the mask is a penalty in the NHL. You can grab the jersey and you might not get a call, but as soon as you grab the face mask, the visor, that is a penalty in the NHL. I imagine we'll see a bundle of coincidental minors. Kurashev and Baranek from behind the net. It should be Niederreiter and Ruta from in front of the net. And that's probably what it'll be. 2 guys on each team, if I'm reading lips properly. All will wash away.
That's Andre Schrader of Germany, the referee wearing number 21 tonight. 26 in the background, Andres Hansens from Latvia.
And Radko Gudas and Roman Josi continue their debate team tryouts.
The coaches will get an explanation now.
And the penalty had just expired, so Stransky will step out, but they're holding him because they don't want extra guys in the ice. I think the crowd reacting to Hischer skating over because they have the wrong guy. They're going to get Niederreiter. It's going to be double minors as we spoke of. Ruta, Niederreiter, Baranek, and Kurashev will each paired up, and that should be it, I think.
Team Switzerland, number 22 and number 23, 2 minutes for roughing. Team Czechia, number 44 and number 8, 2 minutes for roughing. Play 5-on-5.
There it is. And that's what it should be.
A little bad blood between Czechia and Switzerland at the conclusion of that play. So the Swiss now 1 for 2 in the power play tonight. Play back underway. 5 skaters aside, of course, but not for long. Czechia will have its second power play of the second period, and Siegenthaler clipped his man. Kondracek didn't like that at all.
He didn't like the reaction when he shot the puck in frustration, and it sort of sailed remotely close to Kondracek. So Czechia to the power play when we come back.
Enjoy your moment of love. It's your kiss time. A chceme vidět pořádné zamilované polivky tady v Praze, kde se máme všichni rádi. No tak pojďte, pojď. It's Switzerland!
Team Switzerland, number 97, 2 minutes.
So Siegenthaler, there you go, and the interference call, and Czechia back to the power play. They had a couple of good looks in their first one earlier in the second period. Trying to tie the game now. Dan Robertson and Mike Johnson with you at O2 Arena in Prague tonight. Face-off win, Czechia, shot by Spacek, and that went off a body and wide. Stransky to Chervenka. Up top for Spacek. Shot by scores! Matej Stransky ties it on the power play.
A little bit of a different look for Czech in the power play. They just go around the horn and give it to the shooter and not try to go through the seam from Chervenka, but just give the simple pass and beat Giannoni short side. Stransky, an original Dallas Star pick from 2011, who had a big year in Davos, so a lot of these Swiss players would know exactly who he is and how he can shoot. Evens things up with Czechia with a ripper of a one-timer.
No doubter from Stransky, his second of the World Hockey Championship. Both goals in this one coming on the power play were knotted at 1. Fiala will swing back for it. And they're starting to jump again here at O2 Arena. Kukan down the boards. Kicks at it. Gudas has it behind the net. Flips it around. Siegenthaler looking to seal the boards if he can. Did a good job of it. Berchi for Switzerland. And he is pounded by Gudas.
Sit down.
Berchi hops right back up. Tomášek.
You got him.
This place has come to life. Palat right in, and he lost control of it. Centering pass. Kubalik ripped it wide. Rebound. They got it right back. Kubalik shot, and he missed the net. 3 chances in the span of about 3 seconds as Czechia almost took its first lead. Three minutes left in this second. That pass ahead for Jagr. Boy, a couple of good looks there for Dominik Kubalik. Back at center, Andrighetto trying to ward off Bozenalik. Marty reaches it. Löffel backing up. Stransky, the goal scorer, with an eye on him. David Kamp looking to keep it away from Andrighetto. Gudas with a big hit on Berchi just a moment ago. Turkow rolls it into the zone. Kempny snaps it ahead. Just out of the reach of Bozenalik, and icing against Czechia.
Kubalik could have blown the roof off this place. Here's the first attempt into Palat. Was going so fast he couldn't corral himself. 1 that drives wide. Gets another attempt at it. 2 deflected by Hischer, would have been going in the empty net, and it's blocked wide as well. And frustration abounds for Dominik Kubalik, who actually also had a new baby on opening day and came and played that night. Showing you how much this means to Czechia players to play in this.
Stransky from Spacek and Červenka on the power play to tie this game. That goal came at 15:57. And you're right, had they been able to get a second one right away, it really would have been incredibly loud in this building, as if it isn't already. Gracek moved that into the zone. Flipped ahead by Glauser. Herzog batted it. Sentler is there. He's got a man in front, and a swing and a miss that time by Simeon, right between his skates. Kasha back the other way. Červenka takes the pass. In he comes. Twirls back away from Josi. Josi got a piece of that. Herzog is on it. Pretty good play defensively. Simeon to the blue line. He'll get off, dump it in. Sedlak now for Czechia. Gracek passed it into the zone. He'll angle off and go for a change. Jonas Siegenthaler. Berchi took that pass, cuts away from the Czech, drops it. Hischer with the drive, and a save by Dostal.
Berchi's been good in this game. He has really been moving well on the first line, opening things up.
Siegenthaler back for it, and bumped there by Palat, who had a good chance to give Czechia its first lead just a couple of moments ago. Kukan read well, though, by Tomášek. He'll play it back to the boards. That rolled away from Bozenalik, who was coming in under a minute to go now in the second period. Fiala takes the pass, trying to cut through Ruta. He is bumped there. Hayek got a piece of him. Stransky has the Czechia goal. He'll drop it. David Kamp behind the net. Good defensive play by Andrighetto. Angled him expertly to the boards. Now Niederreiter off the rush. Spacek getting back. Down goes Niederreiter, and Spacek will start it away. David Kamp over the line. Here's Baranek with a shot. That's off the stick of Josi. Flipped ahead by Josi with 25 left in this period. Jagr had an opening. He took it, played it in deep. Spacek wants to be careful here. Wasn't necessarily, couldn't get it out. Shot attempt and a penalty coming up on the play.
What?
Gamboul was knocked down. We'll see if that was the call.
It's going to be, but I'm with Spacek. Gamboul does a nice job jumping in the middle. Oh, it's on Kempny. That's a good call on Kempny. Yeah, I was going to say not on Spacek. That makes a lot more sense. There you see the goal for Stransky. The watch party, and they are all over the city. Everywhere you go, that's the scene when Czechia plays.
Hischier wins it. Fiala back to Yossi. 6 seconds remaining in the period. Fiala, Yossi wanted to one-time that. Just kept it in, but no time to shoot it. So when the third period begins, 1:52 of power play time for Switzerland. Stransky scoring in the second from Spacek and Chervenka on the power play.
That was a fun period, lots of activity, and we've seen two tremendous defensive games. It looks like it will be a power play goal that has to be the difference, and Switzerland with a big opportunity to start the third, fresh ice, power play to try to regain the lead.
8 shots apiece from each team in that second period, 13 for each through 40 minutes, 1-1 after the second period in Prague.
Like that, Matthew Stransky, the roller score is 1-0 Switzerland and Czechia. What is better invitation for the third period? I simply can't imagine. So enjoy our intermission program, and now it's time to check out the key stats of the second period of game Switzerland and Czechia.
světa ve fladění. Raiffeisenbank, samozřejmě.
A nyní prosím, políbte nevěstu.
Hey guys, I saw you and I saw you. Nothing. I see that. Nothing. Stop. 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 Don't hold it. Don't hold it. Don't hold it. Don't hold it. Stay out. Stay out. No, 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 no. The puck was free. You sold that. You sold that. The puck was free. And, okay? Okay? Boys, hey, hey, hey!
2-minute penalty for roughing number 8, Jose Verane. 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 2-minute penalty for roughing.
And here we go. First question. How many times has Czechia won the IIHF Ice and Road Championship? You will type your answer. Kolikrát Česko získalo titul mistrů světa IIHF? Napište přesný odhad. Samozřejmě Česko poprvé hrálo na mistrovství světa v roce 1993 a o 3 roky přišel první titul. Kolik jich bylo celkově? Samozřejmě, že 6. 96, 99, 2000, 2001, 2005 a 2010 6 a tou Československo 12. Does Anders Unreal of Switzerland hold the records for the most top division appearances in games played in the IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship? So, is it yes or no? We spoke about him, he is a living legend of the sport, and I think that yes is the answer, and the vast majority of you answered right. And the final question. Put in a correct order of the following countries based on the place at the last 2023 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Severní země, nebo země na poslední mistrovství světa IIHF Play. Francie, Kanada, Finsko, Lotyšsko jsou variantou, je mezi tou čtyřkou i úřadující mistr světa. Well, let's reveal the right answers and Canada with gold, Latvia bronze, Finland in the quarterfinals, and France from the group stage. So that was our quiz. Thank you so much for taking part in the quiz. And we're looking for the winner who was totally right and also who had the biggest winner. And the winner is Kuba 17. Drahý Kuba 17. Přijde pozvání na informace za sektorem 101, kde si můžeš vysvětnout cenu, která je určena vítězi tohoto kvízu. Now it's time to go back to Strava. We've mentioned it already before. The finals of 2023 IIHF World Championship Germany is played with Sweden, and after 2 periods, Sweden is in the lead 5-0. So this is the result of Strava. We'll see what will happen in the 3rd period. But now, back to Prague, in front of the best fans from Czechia and also from Switzerland, because you are here and we can hear you. And it's time to see the highlights of the 2nd period. Pojďte. Team Switzerland.
Both goaltenders taking their respective spots here. 20 seconds away from the start of the third period. Still 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in the penalty to Michael Kempney. So Switzerland will look for its second power play goal of the game. And of course the Czechia goal came from Matej Stransky in that second period. Roman Josi, 6 points now in this edition of the World Hockey Championship.
We need a good one here, okay? We need a good one. White is first. Yep.
Away we go in period 3. Giannoni will leave it for Josi. Pressure there on him right away from Kasha. Long pass through center. Niederreiter tried to chip it past Gudas, who knocked it away. Kicked at by Kevin Fiala. He'll come into the zone. And stepping up was Krejcik. Fiala went in there somewhat dangerously, but no harm done. He'll gather speed now. Kevin Fiala to the line. Makes a pass to Niederreiter with a shot. Rebound, and Hischier was, Kurashev was tied up at the last moment. Maybe had a stick lifted. And a shot by Palat, shorthanded and gloved and held by Giannoni.
You're right, Niederreiter electing to shoot off the rush. Fiala gets his own entry. And Kurashev is there, but David Camp into the hands, which in a different situation would likely be a penalty, but not called there.
May have saved a goal on the play. Who knows? Camp will pull it back. Palat had it taken away. Fiala back to Hischier, and now the captain Roman Josi. Hischier takes it in flight. Nico Hischier darts behind the goal. Back to the blue line, and Josi takes over. Fiala, Niederreiter's at the side of the net. Kurashev in the bumper spot. Josi, Nico Hischier waits, shoots. That's blocked. Niederreiter knocked down in front. He's paid a price tonight, and Czechia clears.
Him and Jan Ruta have had a ferocious net front battle on the power plays.
Second unit out for Switzerland now. Kukan will send it back to Jäger, and he'll leave it for Andrighetto. Leffel puts it around the boards. Jäger steered it back to the blue line. Kukan had to act quickly that time. It's grabbed and sent up by Krejcik. Both teams making partial changes. Speed from Kukan, gliding into the zone now. And gave it away. So that will do it. 1 for 3 now is Switzerland on the power play here tonight. The spin move by Löffel. He'll try to shake a check. Got it back to Fora. Into the Czechia zone it goes. Hayek turns. There is a whistle on the play.
That's a good kill by Czechia to start the period. Keep the momentum from their tying goal late in the second alive in the building. A good adjustment on the coverage in front, not giving that space to the half-wall player.
Another game going on right now. 5-0 lead for Sweden over Germany in Ostrava in Pool B play.
Sweden is stacked. They almost have their Olympic defense in this tournament.
Sedlak. Oh, a chance in front. Here's Kurashev, and he lifted it over the goal. What an opportunity for Kurashev to give the Swiss the lead.
Czech defenseman falls on the turnover. Good job, Kurkov waiting it outside, and Kudrakchik blows the tire. Oh, it's a nice reception off the skate, in full flight to his stick, ready to let it go. He's got 8 shots in the tournament, hasn't found the back of the net yet. He would have loved to grab that one for a season in which he scored 18 for Chicago.
54 points with the Blackhawks this last year. Philip Kurashev. Krejcik plays for Sparta Prague here in the Czechia League as it's dumped into the zone, and he's on it again. Moved it off the boards. Palat will find it. Made the safe play, just dumped it down to the Swiss blue line, backing up. Josi moved it ahead, and it Flips into the Czechia bench, right into the glove of Jan Ruta.
And now we are third period, tie game. Point wins and points at such a premium to try to get one of the top couple seeds in the group. And you just wonder, an already conservative game plan, does it get even more cautious? I would guess that it might.
Maybe it'll take another blown tire from a defenseman like we saw just a moment ago. Something like that. Maybe a power play on either side. We'll see. Niederreiter trying to poke it deep past Ruta. And it is Ruta on it for Czechia. He'll headman that. Can't allow that to go into the zone. Ginoni out to handle it. He'll leave it. Lurfel looking for Sven Andrighetto. Couldn't flag it down. Kempny passed it behind the net. Ginoni let it go to the far side. Tomášek is on it. Make that Vozenalik for Czechia. Now Andrighetto just shot it off the boards. Marty missed it. Jäger will dump it in. Both teams making changes now. Kempny will ease his way out for Czechia. 3.5 into this third period. Good pass ahead. Sedlak off the rush for Ranek. Penalty coming up. And that pass went off the skate of Abdul, and Czechia with a chance to get the lead. They'll go to the power play.
Abdul got his stick caught in the skate holder in the neutral zone.
Switzerland, number 10.
On the lead. Yeah, he puts it. Oh, he put it underneath it. No, he puts it. He puts it right through the tuck holder.
That's hard to do.
And tough to complain about that call. So you mentioned maybe it's a power play. There you go. Stransky tee off from the OV office for the lone goal in the game for Czechia.
I mentioned earlier, Stransky, what a good goal scorer he is. The last 3 years with Davos, 73 goals in 152 games, and he has the Czechia goal here tonight. And they control the puck. Spacek shoots, and knocked down in front. Ginoni trying to spear it away. Here's Stransky, cross-ice pass. It gets through to Cervenka. Sentinel are going to stick on it just momentarily. Cervenka will set it up and get it back from Sedlak. Point pass, Spacek. Cervenka. Spacek, one-timer, stick save, and that goes to the corner boards. Stransky beaten to the loose puck by Berchi. Sedlak moved it around. Cervenka waiting for it. Czechia power play. They've not had the lead here tonight. Cervenka back to the blue line. Spacek. Stransky wrists it through, looking for a redirect. Cervenka. Kasha gave it right back to him. Roman Cervenka backs up now. A little pressure from Yossi, but he got the pass through to Kasha. Stransky sets it up. Spacek missed it. A good break for Switzerland. .50 remaining in the penalty to Ambul. Spacek headmans the puck, and here they come. Tomášek going after it. Kukan got there first for Switzerland. Palat reaching in. Vozenalik also on the scene. Palat comes away with it for Czechia. Kubalik, and a couple of great chances in the second. Maybe a shorthanded chance for Herzog. Races up ice for Greece. Herzog shoots and forces Dostal to make the save. He sure thought better of it. Backed off in the last second. Now Palat in flight. It bounced away from him. Ginoni put it behind his net and grabbed by Fora. Fora skates it to safety. Penalty just about over as he's bumped off balance. Kubalik checked on the play, and the penalty to Ambul is over. Back to 5 skaters aside. Kempny starting out for Czechia. Drills it in, hit a body. It may have hit Baranek. In behind the net it goes, and a whistle stops the play.
A good kill. Still scoreless. The first goal of the game was Kevin Fiala's on the power play, and he's Jaromir Jagr can appreciate how good that one was. And Mate Stransky responded on their own power play, even things up for Czechia. And that's all we have so far in the game tonight. It has been a defensive struggle. There's 31 total shots for both teams. We're well into the third period.
15 shots apiece after 2. Push back to the line. A long shot. Giannoni was able to handle that with ease. Kondracek with the point shot. Tied at 1. Nearly 6 minutes into period number 3.
What a weekend you're having. You won the Intermission Song Contest and you had 2 wins at the IIHF World Championship. And you are great fans of Schwyz!
Well, the joint is jumping. 0-2 arena. 1-1 tie between Czechia and Switzerland. Fiala scored in the first for the Swiss, and then Stransky for Czechia in that second period. Yossi on the attack. Lost the handle. Cervenka just ladles that back out the center. Fiala was waiting for it. Andrea Glauser played with Lausanne in Switzerland last year. Shot in by Yossi. Berchi paddled it back to the corner. Hischier popped it up. Kasha ahead. Sedlak into the zone. Cervenka just lofted that to the far circle. Played ahead for Nico Hischier. Watched there, but he made the pass and got it out. Kubalik was keeping an eye on him. Krejcek. Yossi lost a glove. No, it was Kubalik who lost his left glove. The puck comes back out the center. They'll have to reset.
Kubalik not going off. He's going to extend the shift with no glove. That is dangerous in a game like this.
Tomaszek cuts in, and that shot goes off a Swiss player and over the glass.
I'm not going to suggest that a bare hand is a magnet, but it would be. There is the president of Czechia, Peter Pavel, in attendance. He was here for opening night as well. And I mean, pre-game speech to the team. Trying to reward him and all these fans with a win.
Czech face-off win. Palat turning it, gives it to Kempny. Spacek. Herzog was hoping he could pick his pocket. Spacek moved it to the corner. Now Kempny looking to keep it in. Herzog muscles it out. Sentler will leave it for Kukan. In they come. Drop pass. Here's a shot by Herzog, and he rang it off the side of the twine, and that's fired all the way down the ice. Moved quickly ahead by Giannoni to Siegenthaler. Both teams changing right now. Quality scoring chances certainly at a premium in this one. Czechia coming in with 5 points, a regulation win and a shootout win. Switzerland with 6 points, 2 regulation wins. And Rigetto redirected it. Niederreiter trying to get there first before Kemp. He's able to grab onto it now. Jagger behind the goal, steered it back smartly. Löffel had to knock it down. Passed it back behind the goal. Niederreiter trying to keep it away from Spacek. Pretty good individual battles going on right now, too. David Kampf at center. Löffel. Marty up ahead. Niederreiter. Good pass to him. He cuts and shoots. Stick saved by Dostal. And back the Czechs try to come, but it's kept in. Good work by Jagger and played in deep by Niederreiter. Curling and accepting it is Andre Baranek. The 28-year-old gets some support from Kondolik. Looked to center it. That didn't work. Fora moved it ahead. Turkov. Ambul waits, shoots. Put it wide glove side. Andreas Ambul scored his first goal in his first ever World Championship game. It was a 6-0 win over France. As Turkov shot that is stopped and held. He scored that goal in this building at the 2004 World Championship 20 years ago and 18 days ago today.
20 years since Ambul started his World Championship journey. And he would love to commemorate that first goal with another one tonight. But it is tough sledding. If you're a defensive coach, if you're a person who loves physical battles, one-on-one defending, you'd have a keen appreciation for this game, because it's been tiring just watching the guys try to work to find open ice.
Kind of the polar opposite of the Switzerland-Austria game from last night. Siegenthaler, Fiala took his pass, wrists it toward the goal. Dostal just poked that away. Fiala, bouncing puck. He got some help there from Berchi, but now moved ahead and out of the reach of Kasha, icing Czechia. This tightly played third period crawls along.
And I think at this point, both teams are so intent on making the safe play, even if there is an icing, that's okay. It's better than the alternative, trying to force a puck through a stick and having it turned over. And reset. Czechia has been a little bit better in the face-off circle, 60-40 after 2 periods.
Sedlak and Hischier now. Hischier wins it. And reaching back was the defender Glauser. Yossi gets back in plenty of time. Knocked down by Krejcik. Sedlak stepped in front of by Glauser. Berchi working at it. Sedlak jamming away at that puck. It spits free. Kasha along the half boards. In behind the net now. Hischier swings to the corner. Nico Hischier stumbled a little bit, but he's able to flip that out of the zone and get off the ice. Jakub Krejcik stops. Czechia finishing a change as well. Halfway through the third period, still tied at 1 here in Prague, and offside Czechia. 1-1 your score here at O2 Arena, the World Hockey Championship.
Dámy a pánové, je mi ctí vám oznámit, že i dnes do Pražské arény dorazilo 17 413 diváků. It's amazing, 70,000 people in the arena, and I defend a very special group of people. Without them, any event wouldn't be possible. And they are really helping us, and those are the volunteers. And what's special is here, his name is Tomáš Dušenka, and he's yours today, volunteer of the day. Děkujeme Tomáši a děkujeme všem dobrovolníkům, kteří pomáhají zorganizovat nejkrásnější sportovní událost na světě. Děkujeme dobrovolníci. Ahoj! Děkujeme!
Dan Robertson with Mike Johnson. Tightly played game here between Czechia and Switzerland, day 4 of the World Hockey Championship. Switzerland has scored 12 goals in the tournament, 7 on the power play. 1 here tonight by Fiala. Stransky has scored for the Czechs as it's backhanded but not cleared. Sentler in the corner trying to keep it away from Kubalik. Herzog looking to pull it to the front of the net. Here's Kukan with a wild stab at it. That is blocked by Gudis. And Kubalik trying to skate into it. He does. Dominic Kubalik turning. Palat. That was cut off by Kukan. Now Czechia will change, and so will the Swiss. Fans have been into it well before the drop of the puck to start this game. That shot blocked away by Dostal. Knocked down by Andrighetto. And he could not make a play with it. All the way back to Giannone. Löffel, Niederreiter, maybe a chance for Andrighetto with a drive right on, and Dostal came well out and made the save.
That's about as good a look as we've seen in ages. Andrighetto on the regroup from Niederreiter finds a seam. Petracek a little bit too far to the middle, tees it up, but Dostal way out of his crease. And you got to go Gretzky against the Flames right under the bar if you're going to shoot that one too low. And Dostal fights it off.
It's been Andrighetto, former Montreal Canadiens, Colorado Avalanche, 8:50 left in regulation. Gurkal on the draw against Jakub Kondolik, who spent 4 years at University of Connecticut. And he's kicking at it, and they stop the play.
Not allowed to kick at the puck on faceoffs here. One of the little nuanced rules. Now he's trying to say the faceoff was over and they were playing, but the idea of picking up the stick and using your feet is not permitted.
You're teaching me as we go here, Mike. Lots of little different rules. Face-off win by Switzerland, but Baranek, he didn't get the center red. So played by the goaltender, Giannone, and he made the save! Oh, he almost made a terrible play that time, but he was able to save his own skin. Leonardo Giannone. That would have been icing had he not played it. Kurashev, he's had some chances here tonight. He'll poke it in, he's knocked down.
I mean, that's interference. You can call him a dive if you want, but that's interference trying to get into the forecheck on Kurashev.
Yossi passed it around to the left side. Amboul was unable to hang on to it. Kasha backhanded it. And the Swiss will just get it in. Hirkov lofted that down to the goal. Shifts seem to be getting a little bit shorter too as we go along with 8 left in regulation. Sedlak missed it the first time, got it the second crack, and that shot goes off the stick and off the glass. Nico Hischier kept in by Spacek. And the bouncing puck, Hischier trying to clear it, he can't. Chervenka keeping it away from Hischier, back to the blue line. Spacek, Berchi was right on him, but he kept it in anyway, and now it's wobbled down the ice. Kempney, a long feed to Kubalik. He'll redirect that into the zone. Kukan hacked that a little bit, but he made the pass ahead. Nino Niederreiter dumps that into the zone. Hayek, bothered by Andrighetto. He cleared it. Swiss get it right back, and now Kukan to Niederreiter. Up the boards, Palat keeping an eye on him. Jagger back to the line. Around for Kukan. Jagger played it to himself, off the boards. Ken Jagger put it behind the net, but Gudas stepped in front of Niederreiter. Gudas, a bouncing puck. Chopped that by Andrighetto, but Radko Gudas steady, took it out and flipped it into the glove of Giannone, and he will stop the play.
No time for Switzerland to change, though, as it was frozen. There's Giannone, fans on the backhand shovel, but he knows right away that might have been missing the net regardless, but he dives back, and not only does he have to make sure to deflect it, he's got to deflect it away from the net. He just can't tip it up. And then his Löffel was behind him trying to play goal, as that was close.
Giannone got the start in the first game against Norway on Friday. He stopped 13 of 15 in that one. He stopped 18 of 19 here tonight. Leonardo Giannone, 36 years old. Löffel off the Swiss face-off win. Czechia backing off, clogging up neutral ice. Kicked ahead. Stransky, the Czechia goal scorer with a drive, and he just missed. Came right up the middle, had a pretty good chance. In behind the net, Lozenalik missed it, but Camp didn't. Now Lozenalik chipped it. He was looking for Stransky. Turning is Kurashev. To Löffel, and they'll get out with it. Philip Kurashev trying to track it down. It hits him. Krejcik as we near the 14-minute mark of the third period. That pass intended for Baranek, broken up. Berchi delays. He'll send it ahead. Fiala right in. Couldn't get a shot away. He'll double back. Kevin Fiala hanging on to it. Berchi gave it away. Fleck with speed. Didn't have any support. And he'll go on it again. Jakob Fleck played it down to the corner. Sedlak. Ruta, the defenseman, takes a bump in deep. Sedlak. He is checked on the play by Berchi. Now Yossi has it for Switzerland. Roman Yossi, the captain, up for Hischier. Redirected it in. He was checked immediately by Kempny. Now Kasha to the corner with it. Ruta. And that puck goes out of play. Still tied at 1. 5:14 left in the third here in Prague.
A bude soutěžit karta. Bylo to v pětním poledě, říct, jestli následující karta, kterou vidíš na kostce, je vyšší anebo nižší. OK? Tak jdeme na to. Co si myslíš? Je ta následující vyšší nebo nižší? Vyšší. Tak se pojďme podívat. Jestli je vyšší. 1000 korunů. Wow. Tak jo, jedeme dál. Co další? Bude vyšší nebo nižší? Nižší. Pojďme se podívat. Je to tak, ty jsi vyjedná. Tak, jedna karta hodný. Bude ta další karta vyšší a nebo nižší? Vyšší. Tak se na to podívat. Ta karta má hodnotu 2000. Tohle je pro tebe. A jenom toho, ty teďka dosladíš celou arénu.
Crunch time in Prague. It's been so tight. Chances have been so hard to come by that when there is an opportunity, there's a real feeling of tension in here. Face off inside the Czechia zone. David Tomaszek to take it against Nico Hischier. Let's see who comes away with it. It is the Swiss, but that pass off Kubalik went out. Berchi will move it back. Siegenthaler paired with Dean Kukan.
Whoa, that was almost over the glass.
Palat skated it in. Ginoni waved at it. Hischier comes to help. Fiala outlet pass and Berchi takes it. Sprinting up to his right is Kukan. He'll bring it over the line. Dean Kukan spins. Got it behind the goal. Gudas for Palat. Wanting to clear, and does. Andrighetto, he had a pretty good chance a few minutes ago. Scampering into the zone, spin. Andrighetto centers it. And just out of the reach of Fiala, but a spirited rush that time by Andrighetto. Czechia changing. Andrighetto takes the pass, shoots right on. And Dostal hangs on.
Switzerland's best chances are coming on those quick regroups when Czechia puts it out, maybe to the far blue line, and Switzerland is able to quick up, reload, and attack. Andrighetto's done it a couple times to get some near rush chances. And you wonder, Switzerland, they played yesterday. Pretty tough game. And as this game has gone on, Czechia's got better in it. And you're wondering where the fatigue level is. Hot days, hot on the ice, hot in the ring. Switzerland's getting a little bit tired as this game's gone along.
Czechia had yesterday off. Just lifted to center ice. Switzerland will play Great Britain on Wednesday, and Czechia will play Denmark Wednesday.
Which is not an accident. Czechia sets the schedule, so they generally want to play teams that played the day before.
Right.
Well, they get the day off. Understandable. You're the host. These are advantages you're allowed to put in there. I would do the same. And so they're maybe trying to take advantage of that as this game has worn on. They've tightened up their neutral zone play. It's just slowed it down a little bit better and been able to have the puck more often in the second half of this game.
One goal in each of the first two periods. Fiala on the power play at 13:36 in the first for Switzerland. Then Stransky, a power play goal, is second of the tournament at 15:57, and that's where we stand right now. Sentler, a center ice draw with Joachim Kondelik. Siegenthaler played it to the corner. Kempny got there, chipped behind the net. Simeon unable to do much with it. Spacek banged it out to center, and it's fired off the boards and in by Kondelik. Now Fleck is on it for Czechia. Jakub Fleck steps out, shot! And Giannone got a piece. A big crowd in front that time, and up ahead is Hischier. He'll skate into it. Nico Hischier stops. Nobody with him. He spins. He gets a shot away and forces Dostal to make a save. A circus move by Hischier, who was stung on the play.
Is he okay? So Andre Kat, they're waving for help. Is he cut?
He's getting off quickly.
Oh, did Kasha get him in the face with his skate? Staying on the bench, which I suppose is a good sign. Completely accidental. You can see the Czechia players reacting as well with care and concern. When you feel your foot hit something, I mean, it was a brilliant effort to go to spinorama and then attack the net with it. But Kasha on the back check falls over top, and his trail leg gets around his face.
He hit him with his calf.
The right ear, right cheek.
Nico Hischier, there is a little bit of blood down there on the side of the net.
That wasn't his calf. That got him with the heel of the skate or the blade. Hischier wasn't.
The ice, and we are almost set to resume. A heck of a game here. Not a lot of chances, as we've said, but tense from the outset. Jäger versus Sedlak. Jäger wins it. Yossi takes it, shoots through a crowd, and it is held there by Dostal.
You know, Czechia has done a really good job on Roman Yossi. He just hasn't been able to skate as freely with the puck as the game's gone along. Cameron Jäger is on pins and needles like everybody else in this building. So that Czechia can find one more. They already won a tight one in overtime. Shootout. Opening game 0-0. That game was with Finland.
Here's Yossi trying to cut back, but Gudas knocked it away. Gudas has been solid here tonight.
If there's one word to describe Radko Gudas, solid would probably be it.
That's one of them. Niederreiter, but that puck may have gone off the angled glass, so we get a stoppage in play.
Every time I see Nino Niederreiter with that visor, I often wonder why he wears it. He's got it flipped up like it's a sun visor.
I've joked with him about that.
And I thought they maybe he got grandfathered in because that rule was instituted where you can't wear it high anymore because it's not really doing its job to protect you.
Well, he'll make fun of himself. He'll talk about the fact that he wears the helmet tilted back like that as it's rifled in. Ruta, that goes off a shin pad. Simeon back to the blue line. Kukan with time makes the pass. Elected not to shoot it. Herzog fired that one off target. Kukan on the left side now. In behind the goal, Kempny and Sentler are tied up. Sentler got that puck free. Back to the line from Herzog. Played quickly by Siegenthaler. Simeon. Ruta following him. He'll cycle it back behind the goal. Sven Sentler being checked effectively by Krejcik. And they break it up, get it out. Here comes Kurashev into the zone. Kempny lost the stick. There's a chance, and Glauser's shot is blocked as it's flipped out quickly. Chasing it down, Vozenalik. Can't do anything with it. Fiala had to be careful behind his own net. 2 Czech players are on him. 2 minutes left in the third period of play in this 1-1 game. Fiala, good play to free up that puck. David Kapp was there, though. Pulled away now by Kurashev. He'll flip it to center, knocked down by Radko Gudas. I want to say welcome to the viewers who are watching Sweden and Germany play in Ostrava. This one's been tight from the start. 1-1 is the score, and we get a whistle with 1:33 left in regulation.
There's been not much open ice in this game. It's been a power play goal for Kevin Fiala, matched by a power play goal for Matej Stransky. Just moments ago, Nico Hischier left the game after catching a skate in the face from Andre Kasha. So Switzerland heading down the last 93 seconds without their #1 center to take face-offs in their own end and match up potentially in 3-on-3 overtime as well.
So it's Sedlak against Jäger. The Swiss come up with it. Siegenthaler took it behind his net. Lofted that towards center. Dostal leaves it. Hayek moved it up the boards. Kasha.
He just splintered Siegenthaler's stick in half. What is the...
Ruta back forward. They got away with one there.
Did they ever? And the referee somehow pointing at the stick like it wasn't a wild slash that broke it.
Poorly made, apparently.
Yeah, faulty.
Here comes Josi with a minute left. Sails it into the zone. Takes a crazy hop toward the front. You talked about that earlier, Mike. That's prone to happen here. And a pass just away from Fiala. Simeon looking to poke it behind the goal. Gudas is on it. Radko Gudas to Andre Palat. Over the line. Palat directs it on goal. And at the least, Czechia will have an offensive zone face-up with 40 seconds remaining.
Never a bad idea to try to get an offensive zone start. Palat has done a lot of winning in his life. Stanley Cup to Tampa. As Lee's crowd has been on it from the get-go. I keep having my eye on the tunnel between the benches to see if Nico Hischier might come scrambling out after getting patched up. No sign of him just yet. See a lot of the Swiss personnel down there buzzing about.
And off the draw, Spentler taking it for Switzerland. They come away with it. Ambuhl is able to slide that out. He took a bump from Kempny, who went down. And Herzog sets it up. Siegenthaler shoots right on, and a glove save by Dostal. An anxious moment there for Czechia.
Not quite enough forward momentum for Siegenthaler. He had to widen out to handle the pass. And so he just didn't have the momentum. Put a lot on that. That's picking cherries for Dostal, who grabbed it easily. And is that Hischier I see in the tunnel? I think it is. With a different color, he's got number 40 something on. He's going to get back in this game. Wow.
Nico Hischier, what is it, 42? We'll
42,
see.
49, here he comes.
So the old 13 with too much blood on it to continue. He will wear number 49, Nico Hischier, on the Swiss bench.
That is some gutsy stuff.
Big face-off coming up here, Kapp. And a false start as Niederreiter and Chervenka tried to get the jump on the play. Turkov against Kapp. The Swiss control. Fiala turning with it. Kevin Fiala spinning to his forehand. Wrist shot knocked down in front, and it wobbles through to Dostal.
What a great box out by Krejcik. You got Niederreiter bent over the crossbar in a good way. Just not letting him get anywhere near the front of the net. Look who's coming out. The last 18-second face-off in the offensive zone. Number 49 replaces 79, and Nico Hischier lining up for the face-off.
Hischier against Kemp. Can he pull it back? Let's see, it's loose in front, and oh, just the last second.
Used
it
his
is a glove
foot.
pass.
No, he used his foot. It was sealed in there, and you know, instincts of all year long. You take 500 face-offs, you can kick it, he knows. And there you see the cut on his cheek. That's looks like a good one. 15, 20 stitches in there. Not enough to keep him out for more than 5 minutes.
Didn't take them long to get him stitched up. They'll do it again to the right of the Czechia goal. And again, Niederreiter trying to jump in. Fiala too.
You gotta be careful. Fiala's already been warned once for a face-off violation for his feet. Switzerland can't afford another one.
And this time Ruta will just take it behind the goal. Červenka looking for it. Kasha, 10 seconds. Moved ahead. Červenka was there. And this game is going to overtime.
Once Czechia tied it up, it seemed like we were destined to head to overtime. And maybe with some 3-on-3 open ice, we'll finally find some offense.
Fiala for Switzerland. Stransky scoring for Czechia in regulation. Overtime looming here in Prague.
Dámy a pánové, stejně jako v pátek během prvního mistrovství světa i národního hokeji, bude rozhodovat prodloužení. A znovu budou rozhodovat i naše ruce a hlasivky. Jste tady! Tohle je strašně málo. Vždyť hraje Česko. Jste tady!
Hokejový národe, naším národním stromem je sice lípa, ale co si pamatují, tak řešíme pokuse jednu věc jiného stromu. A to je ovce. A jak je vysoký? Takže já se vás ptám, prosím pěkně, jak vysoký je ten jalovec?
Back inside O2 Arena for the second time in this tournament. Czechia goes to overtime. They ended up winning in a shootout versus Finland. And the first time to extra time for Switzerland here at the World Hockey Championship.
See Patrick Fisher talking with Marcel Jenny, one of my former teammates in Sweden during the 04 work stoppage. He was my stallmate and my translator, although he didn't speak Swedish, so it didn't make a lot of sense he's my translator, but nonetheless, he was my guy as they discussed strategy. Now, these teams would know the difference being Kevin Fiala being recently added to Switzerland would change who plays with who in the rotations on the 3-on-3, because of course Fiala will be part of the forward group, but he would not have been part of any practices or plans prior to this game. So something for Switzerland to adjust to on the fly. Make sure everyone communicates, know exactly what's happening. He's going to start with Hischier and Yossi. That is the big three for Switzerland. Sedlak, Kasha, Kempny. A little bit more defensive mindset for Radomulik and Czechia.
Well, we know what possession often means in overtime, so a key face-off coming. Sedlak versus Nico Hischier, wearing number 49 at this point. And the Czechs will get hold of the puck to start overtime.
He sure just pulled his groin. And he's off the ice.
Good eye. Sedlak coming in, trying to race away from Niederreiter. Back to Andre Kasha. Shoots, and it's blocked. Kempny fires, and that may have been blocked by Fiala. You're right. Heischer is going to try and have a seat there at the bench. Tough night for him. Kempny back for it. Michael Kempny. Kubalik overskated it. Got it back. Kempny calls for a change, and he gets it. Krejcik comes onto the ice. He's got the puck for Czechia. Andre Palat is there, given away to Andrighetto. And Palat took it from him. Andre Palat right in, set up and pulled away by Andrighetto. Up ahead is Niederreiter, but he'll circle back. Kukan gets that feed from Andrighetto. Two fresh Swiss players on the ice. Drop pass. Kurashev leaves it. Calvin Turkov spinning with it. Turkov late to get on is Yossi, but he kept it onside. Roman Yossi with a drive, shoulder save. They get it back. Turkov to Yossi, and he'll reset at center ice. Took a while for Yossi to get on the ice, but when he did, he had a chance, and he's hanging on to it. Roman Yossi to Philip Kurashev here in overtime. Spins. Turkov gets to his left and pulled out one more time by the captain Yossi. Now headman to Kurashev. He'll cut. Philip Kurashev. Oh, and he just missed. Great opportunity, and he slammed that all the way down the ice. He was looking for Fiala. Switzerland hanging on to the puck here with 3:10 left in overtime. Kevin Fiala, he has their goal. It came in the power play in the first. Fiala challenged. Good play by Kempny. Fiala trying to get it back. He thought he was fouled in the play. Long pass ahead for Kasha. Kukan is back. And a man in front, that was Sedlak. Couldn't get it to him. Kempny with a slap shot and a good save by Giannoni.
And he's sure back on the ice as he came out. Big block here by Fiala. You don't think of him as a defensive maestro, but he's able to track that one down, and there's that chance by Palat. That's good defense by Andrighetto and Kukan. Kurashev, nice cut to the middle. This rolls off the toe of the stick. You're trying to isolate a forward, basically. If you're a forward with the puck, where are the other team's forwards, and when can I attack them one-on-one? Stay away from Kempny, stay away from Gudas, from Spacek, Yossi, Siegenthaler. Try to attack forwards who don't play defense quite as well.
Calvin Turkov from the draw against David Tomaszek, who wins it for Czechia. And carried out by David Spacek. He had it knocked away. Oh, and played by Nostal. It hit Spacek, but it died right there. So he'll carry it forward. Palat wants it. Didn't have a lane to take it in. He'll circle back with 2.5 to go in overtime. A shootout would follow unless somebody can score. Palat fired it. Stick save by Giannoni. He'll continue though. Palat turning. Turkov fell. Andre Palat right out front. And a good chance for Spacek, but he just chipped it wide. Turkov trying to get position on David Spacek as it's hung up along the boards. It spits loose, and now Siegenthaler. Fleck keeping an eye on him. Andrighetto controls, and Turkov will head off. Niederreiter comes on for Switzerland. Turkov for Andrighetto. It slowly came to him.
He's trying to get off the ice, but he keep passing the puck to him. Leave me alone. Get off of here.
Now he'll get off. Berchi is way up ahead. The bank pass intended for him. Christoph Berchi finding Niederreiter. In on the right side, angled off effectively by Krejcik, but Niederreiter stayed right with it. Back to the line, Yossi cuts back. Roman Yossi waits, tried to filter it through and turned it over. And Fleck racing, 3 Czechia players on the attack. And it's broken up. And maybe a chance if Switzerland can act quickly. But they can't. Niederreiter has to wind back. He got it ahead, Czechia changing. Almost stolen away by Fiala. Now Cervenka. He has David Kapp with him. Kapp for Cervenka. Had to reach back for it. Kempny back on the ice. Michael Kempny now with under a minute remaining overtime. He'll bring it over the blue line. Kempny, Cervenka's out front. That puck flipped wide. Giannoni has lost his goal stick. Kempny with a big hit. Kempny with the puck.
They called it a penalty on the Kempny hit.
Blow it did.
Like, I know it's 3-on-3, but it's not open season on hit anybody any way you want.
So a 4-on-3 power play coming for Switzerland.
Kukan's going over there, and Kempney just right from behind. I mean, could not be clearer.
Team Czechia, number 6, 2 minutes, 2:40.
It's the right call. The home crowd doesn't like it, but it's a call you have to make. And so the best power play in the tournament, who's already scored 1 tonight, will be on the power play the rest of the game. 45 seconds remaining. Really big face-off. You know, if you win it, you get the whole 45 seconds, you get multiple looks. If you don't, you're going to be pressed to have more than 20 seconds of activity in the offensive zone. Each here against Kemp.
Fiala, Löffel, and Yossi, the other Swiss players. Kemp, Hayek, and Gudas, who has it. Radko Gudas will take a little extra time and fire it in behind the net. Switzerland's Yossi will pick it up. He knows he has to act quickly with half a minute to go in overtime. Switzerland on the power play. Yossi brings it in to Kevin Fiala. Passes back. Löffel. Yossi. Thurkov is in front. Pardon me, it is Hischer. Yossi. Löffel improves his angle, shoots, and that just changed direction with 10 seconds left. Swiss get the puck back. Fiala. Löffel went off of his stick and out of the zone. This game will be headed toward a shootout.
It was tight the whole time. The best chance was his Löffel shot that caught Gudas. Oh my goodness, that caught the top shoulder of Dostal. That would have been it. Oh my goodness, just get big and get a piece. And so they go to a shootout where Dostal was perfect. Nobody got one past him, except for the one that he was clean the whole night, regulation and in the shootout. Lots of confidence going up against Switzerland.
Shootout is next here in Prague. 65 minutes here in Prague has solved nothing. We're going to a shootout between Czechia and Switzerland. Stahl getting ready, and Giannoni about to skate to his crease. Kevin Fiala, he has scored the goal tonight for Switzerland. Stransky replied for Czechia. Go Stahl. Here he comes, Andrighetto. Cutting in, stopped by Dostal.
Dostal continues his run right on it. And watch him squeeze everything down tight to make sure those underarm holds are not available. Kasha, who's a shooter, went backhand shelf against Finland.
Andre Kasha against Leonardo Giannoni. Kasha weaving in, and he stopped. Went forehand that time.
And you played mind games. Kasha knows that you went backhand. They know that Kasha knows that you went backhand. What do? You try to switch it up, go the other way. Fanned on the shot. Didn't get it up.
Up next, Kevin Fiala, wasting no time. Cuts to his right. Dostal way out. Fiala scores!
He wants to hear it, and he will. How about the casual nature? And to pull it over and take his time. Hands so close together, still elevates over the pad. And the arrogance of great offensive players on full display.
Now Matej Stransky, he has the Czechia goal tonight. Coming in rather cautiously, Stransky scores!
If you're a shooter, shoot. And Giannoni has that glove facing up, not down by his hip. He's got fingers up, and Stransky goes underneath the glove.
Kurashev is next.
He's smooth, great hands on Kurashev.
Each team has scored once. Filip Kurashev scores! What a quick release!
It's the same shot from a different wing as Stransky. Drag across a little bit and just tuck it quickly underneath the glove. Dostal.
David Tomaszek is next. He'll come in pretty quickly. Tomaszek denied by Giannoni.
He tried to force that one 5-hole. It's the new triangle where guys try to shoot by the ankle of the push pad. So he's trying to put right inside the left ankle. And Giannoni, with good stick discipline, covers the 5-hole.
Of course, the best of 5 in this shootout format. Löffel, he'll swing wide. Romain Löffel delays and off the post.
Through the 5-hole and off the post. Sells the shot, tries to open him up. He beats him, but caroms off the pad, off the post.
Now Cherebenka trying to even things for Czechia, the beloved captain. Swinging wide to his right. Cherebenka denied by Giannoni.
He went top glove against Finland. He tries to go 5-hole as well, and Giannoni standing his ground.
Roman Josi trying to put this one away. 2-1 Switzerland in the shootout, and the captain brings it in slowly. Roman Josi stumbled a little bit, and Dostal made the save.
Yeah, he stumbled on the shot fake, which allowed Dostal to gather himself. He had to wait, he didn't pull it as quickly as he wanted.
Jakob Fleck needs to put one in. He drives way wide to his right. Fleck stopped by Giannoni. And Switzerland takes it in a shootout, 2-1.
That is a big win for Switzerland. They're trying to get the top seed available. And Leonardo Giannoni gets it done. 4 of 5 in the shootout. 23 of 24 in the game. And Switzerland will enjoy a well-earned day off tomorrow. They would be battered, bruised, cut and dripping down his cheek as Nico Hischier, as they're having a conversation about that. And these two teams, who knows, they may play again further down the line in the knockout rounds.
So Switzerland shaky in goal last night against Austria. That was not the case. Giannoni coming up huge. He allowed 1 goal in the shootout to Stransky, but Fiala and Kurashev scored for Switzerland to help them to the victory here in a shootout, taking it by a count of 2-1.
Roman Cervenka still talking to the officials about something he's not happy about.
The best players of each team will be awarded by IIHF International, official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Eyes of the Road Championship. The prizes will be presented by member of the board of IIHF Czechia, Mr. Miloš Matula, and the president of the Czech Republic, Petr Pavel.
We got the president down there to give out the player of the games.
It's all right.
Team Czechia, number 93, Matej Stransky.
Stransky, the goal scorer during the game, the goal scorer during the shootout, and pivotal for Czechia picking up the 1 point.
Best player of Team Switzerland, number 90, Roman Josi.
We'll see if he has enough energy to get over there. We'll see the final tally. He might be over 30 minutes for the whole game when you factor in overtime. And another brilliant effort by the endless skating Roman Josi.
Now time for the national anthem of Switzerland.
The national anthem of Switzerland. Switzerland for a great support and a wonderful evening. Have a safe trip back to your hotels and be back for another game of Team Switzerland. We have a lot of schedule tomorrow. The first game starts at
Roman, I saw you talking to the officials after this game. What was that conversation with the linesman?
It was a little bit about my first penalty in the first period. They score from there, and whatever. It's okay. It was a tight game, and we lost on the penalty shot.
I know this is a tough loss. Your teammate Matej Strensky, player of the game tonight, shared that every game there's a learning lesson to be taken away, even from hard experiences. What was the learning today?
We have to stay out of the box because we know all those good teams, they have a good PP, so we have to play 5-on-5 and stay disciplined all 60 minutes. And how I said, it was a tight game. We had both some chances, and they were a little bit more skillful or lucky in the penalty shot. So it wasn't a bad game, but we can also learn from it and get better during the tournament. So.
The president of Czechia, Petr Pavel, was in attendance tonight, and he spoke to your team ahead of this game. What was the message he shared, and how important is having that support from him to this team?
Yeah, that's huge. Not only from him, but from all country. We feel it. The crowd is unbelievable every game, so we're feeling the energy, and yeah, it's fun to play here. The last one. I don't remember that question.
How important it is to have the support of the home crowd, and what Petr Pavel said to the team ahead of this game.
Já, je pěkný, že přišel pan prezident do kabiny a popřál nám hodně štěstí a všichni celá země vlastně stojí za náma, tak je to příjemný před takovým publikem hrát.
Roman, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Kevin, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on the birth of your new daughter, Maisie May. It's been a busy week for you. Right after her birth, you fly here from LA, a 9-hour time difference. You're playing in a big game against Czechia. You score in the first period and in the shootout. Is this new dad energy?
Yeah, probably. Well, first of all, I want to thank my wife that she lets me go. She's been very supportive, and she wanted me to go, so I'm very thankful for that. And my daughter is in good hands. You know, her mom is there too, so that's awesome. No, good energy today. I mean, it's been a long flight. You know, to be honest, I was feeling it in the start, but then I got a little tired, to be honest. But you know, we got the win, so we move on.
Your grandmother picked you up from the airport. She's Czech. So is Grandma watching the game today, and is she a little conflicted when watching this one?
Oh, yeah. No, she was here, of course. It was very nice to see her. I mean, she's living here in Czech, so I don't see her often, and it was always great to see her. And I asked her today, actually. She was cheering for us, of course.
It's your 6th World Championship. Why is it so important to you to leave your newborn baby, who you know is watching one day down the road, and come to Prague and represent your country?
Zuerst mal möchte ich Danke sagen zu meiner Frau, dass sie mich da angelassen hat. Das ist nicht selbstverständlich, und ich bin mir sicher, dass meine Tochter in guten Händen ist von meiner Frau. Für mich ist es immer wichtig zu kommen, wenn ich kann. Das Jahr ist eine schwierige Situation halt mit dem neuen Baby, aber wie gesagt, wir haben es geschafft. Ich bin da, und ich freue mich jetzt auf das Turnier.
Kevin, thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.